This book is an absolute banger. Everyone says follow your passion, and that's like become very commonplace advice. But the whole point of this book is it's actually not very good advice, because it only really works for people like Tiger Woods, Lewis Hamilton. Like, if you discover a calling when you're like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's your passion, you love doing it, then you become the best in the world, and it makes sense. However, most of us are not like that. Realistically, most people went to school, then to university, then they got like a job doing something. And the idea of follow your passion creates lots of confusion. So it's like, A, what is my passion? That becomes a massive question. Like, what the fuck do I do? Do I like knitting? Do I like rugby? Do I like architecture? I don't know. It's hard to know until you've done the thing. So then your passion is limited to what you do. And if you're a British man or a young person, then you probably just like drinking. So it's a tough one. The whole point of this book is about adopting the craftsman mindset, which is about, instead of focusing on what value the world can offer you, you focus on what value you can offer the world. And it's a bit of an interesting reframe, because it flips the script from waiting to find a job that like makes you feel alive and energetic, which is never gonna happen. And then it looks at it in a new way, which is kind of sad for some people, but you have to get good at something to be able to develop a passion for it. Therefore, you have to work hard at getting good at a skill or at something in your job. And this can take a few years. And then suddenly you reach a certain level of competence where you get good opportunities, you realize you're gonna make a difference, you do cool work that helps people, and then you start to develop a passion. I've definitely felt this. I started building and designing websites, and it was a logical decision. I thought, I can do this from anywhere, I can make a lot of money, it's fun, it's creative, I can practice design principles that I can use to apply to other design areas in the future. But I was not good to begin with. I was all right, to be fair, bit of a generation talent here. I always had like a slight inclination to it. I like making things that look nice. I like the internet. I like coding. It's all cool, it's fun. So that was a good start, but the passion has definitely kicked in more now, like a few years later, once I'm into the details. Like, I take so much pride in the websites I do make. I've developed a passion for it, and it's come after a couple of years. So I would vouch for this book. And I would also add, I'm not sure if it's Greek or Roman, but the origins of the word passion, it doesn't mean to love, it means to suffer. So what would you suffer for? That's the question you should ask. Not what am I passionate about, what would you suffer for? If you want to be a billionaire, are you prepared to sacrifice, work hard, and commit to a life of learning and graft? If you want to be a DJ, then are you prepared to sacrifice all other pursuits instead of music? These are the questions that you should be asking. But anyway, enough of that waffle. I've had a half a coffee and I think I'm a preacher suddenly. But it's a good lesson. You should read the book.